We do believe it's a dangerous time. We see rising threats around the world, ISIS in the Middle East, Putin on the march in Europe, the Chinese in the South China Sea. And as these threats grow, our capacity to deal with them is being diminished because of cuts in the defense budget and because, frankly, Barack Obama doesn't believe in an exceptional America. If you go back 70 years, as we do in the book, you'll find that presidents of both parties, from FDR and Harry Truman and Jack Kennedy to Nixon and Reagan and the Bushes and Ford, shared a basic fundamental proposition, and that was that the U.S. did have a role to play in the world as the exceptional nation. Barack Obama clearly doesn't believe that. I think he has an ideology or a worldview that doesn't fit reality. And you talk about the Middle East in particular. We've now got this agreement with Iran on nuclear weapons. The only winner out of that agreement are the Iranians in terms of having a path ultimately to develop a nuclear weapon, in terms of receiving over $100 billion, sanctions being lifted, the embargo on ballistic missiles being lifted, the embargo on conventional arms being lifted. They get everything in this deal, and the Israelis and the Saudis and the Jordanians, the Egyptians, the Emirates, all of our friends and allies in that part of the world are appalled at what happened, but they also feel directly threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. I think the deal is, from my perspective, the only way to interpret it, and what his motives were was he really wanted to boost Iran's position in that part of the world and make them the dominant force at the expense of our allies.